Depression and anxiety is a disorder that no one can see. It can be right in front of your faces, and there's no way of telling that someone has it. Depression and anxiety is a mental illness. It's not a physical illness. You can't really see it. It's very hidden. So with this video, I'm going to tell you my story about living with depression and anxiety. Now, this is a hard story for people to share, and not every story will be the same. Every story will be different, but there will be pieces that can overlap each other. So, it all started out about a year ago when I decided I had to do everything perfect. Like, perfectly, down to the T. Like, everything I did had to be the correct way, or I had failed myself. And that's definitely not a way to live, because that can be very stressful on you, like very stressful. And my first day of senior year, I ended up getting in a fight with a friend, and I felt horrible about it. In my head, I'm like, it's already the first day of school, and I'm already messing up with people, and I didn't forgive myself. I still really don't forgive myself fully, but I didn't forgive myself for it for a really long time, because I had no intentions of hurting that person, but I did, and I hated every moment after I hurt them. It was the worst thing ever. After hurting that friend, I ended up getting in a fight with some other people and messing up even more. And then on top of that, I was doing some stuff that really needed my full attention. I was stage managing, like I was the primary stage manager for school play, and adding that stress around everything just didn't help me. So on September 20th, 2016, I decided to finally get some help. I told the teacher that I was feeling suicidal, and they got me help. I went to the counselor here at school. They sent me to United Counseling Service, and I got my help from that. After I did that, I felt okay for about a week. Got the help I needed, but it wasn't enough help, sadly. On October 13th, 2016, that was the day I tried to take my life. It's also known as suicide. So I tried to attempt suicide, and thankfully it didn't work. I'm really happy it didn't work, but when it happened, I thought that was the only way out. It's either commit suicide or just keep messing up. And I sadly chose the suicide way. So I spent 4 days in the hospital, and then became an inpatient at Fort Winds in Saratoga. I was there for a little over a week, and then I went back to what I did beforehand I went in there. So I was going on to these classes, helping out with a play, and going to therapy sessions that were an hour and a half away, and it was very crazy. And I was out of Four Winds for about a week before I had to go back in. And on November 8th, I was readmitted there, and I stayed there for almost 2 weeks. On November 21st, I was released, and I definitely was doing a lot better. part of the reason why I went back is because I got my suicidal thoughts back, and it scared me a lot, and I didn't think they would come back, but that's part of living with depression and anxiety. They do come back. Something my brain didn't realize it. So when they came back, I had to get readmitted because I was terrified I was going to hurt myself or hurt someone around me, and I just wanted to be safe. So after I was let out for that last time, I see a therapist once a week or once every 2 weeks, and I'm on medication. With depression and anxiety, you can't tell what is going on with someone. You don't really realize someone is dealing with it. We put on a mask, so you can't tell. We think suicide is the only way out. When I committed suicide, and I woke up, I was so happy that I woke up. And when I told my brother I had to go away to get some help, the look on his face when I said that, he was crying. And when he started crying, just because I had to leave for a little bit, it killed me. I'm like, what would have happened if he's the one who found me? How would he have reacted if he had died? I still think about these moments every once in a while about this, and depression and anxiety. It sucks. You can't see it. You can't see who's being affected by it. I can be smiling one minute and the next minute just be in the world's crappiest mood. That's because I live with depression. And I wouldn't wish this upon anyone. Now you may be scared, like public speaking, cops, dogs, cats, but that's not anxiety. Anxiety is such a worse. It's hard to describe. I have social anxiety, so if I don't know you, I won't talk to you. I'll just sort of stand in the corner and hide because I'm terrified. With depression, it's not oh, I'm feeling depressed today. It's yep, still feeling this way today. There's no way of changing it except for on medication. And if you're feeling crappy one day, yeah, you're feeling sad or crappy. You're not depressed. You're just not feeling good. Depression and anxiety affect so many people. You can't see it. But if you think someone has depression or anxiety, talk to them. Have them talk to a teacher that they trust. Just make sure they can open up. Be a friend that they can go to. Because it's something we deal with on our own every day. But if we have someone there to help us get through, That'd be awesome. Depression and anxiety are hard, and it takes one day at a time for us to get through it. And with your help, being someone a friend can go to, being someone a friend can talk to, it can help save them. And if you see someone getting bullied, make sure you can get there, get help for them. Don't just stand by. Because being bullied can also affect someone's mental stability. So, if you think someone needs help, help them. And if you can't tell, like, this is how it would look on a normal day. But I go over to my desk, put on a mask every single day, and hide how I'm feeling. Because I don't want anyone to know that I'm not feeling good, that I'm having a crappy day. I just want them to see me as put together, looking good, not someone who's feeling depressed or anxious about having to do something. I put on a mask every single day because I live with depression and anxiety. And living with it, all I want to do is hide it. So try to be a friend and help someone. Don't block people out. Make sure you're someone. Make yourself someone make yourself someone people can trust. It can definitely save a life.